Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. So I am going to be covering a live that Olivia did on yesterday in regards to her giving the so-called drug results, the drug test results. So yeah, we're going to get into that. I do want to start out by saying that I hope you all had a happy new year. Um, I am very much excited about 2025. As I have stated before, a couple of videos back, I think 2024 was a very challenging year for a lot of people. And I am believing that 2025 is going to allow a lot of us to kind of breathe a little bit better. But we're going to cover a few things in this video. I also want to update y'all on the giveaway for us reaching 2K subscribers. We're also going to speak on the direction of where I want my channel to go in this amazing year of 2025. And we're also going to speak on also why I believe that Olivia really just do not need to be on social media at all. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Okay guys, I'm back. AJ is sleeping. He fell asleep in my arms. I rocked him to sleep. He's knocked. And it's just Kailani and I. Kailani was sleeping before we got home. It's so calm and peaceful in my house right now. I just love these lights. Like, what was I doing before I had these lights up? Like, these lights are everything. I don't have a bad feeling. Oh no, Miriam, I wanted to share with you guys, because I took you guys with me to get my drug testing done because people, as you guys know, people falsely called CPS and reported that I was on drugs. So I had to go and take well, I didn't have to, but I agreed to go take drug tests. And I want to give you guys the results because, this is the world we live in today. If you don't like somebody on social media, people use city resources to try to mess with you because they don't like you, or you make them feel insecure, or whatever the case might be.
So there's a few things that I noticed in this clip. One being Olivia looks very cocky. It's very interesting to watch how this girl moves. She's very cocky, she's very prideful. And every time that she feels she's getting over on someone, it intensifies her pride, which is a very dangerous thing to be prideful like she is. The other thing that I wanted to say about her taking this drug test, um, it's easy for her to come on here and tell us that she did this and she went here and these are the results, but she never shows any proof. She only comes on here and runs her mouth and never shows any type of paperwork. She doesn't show just anything that would resemble like 100% receipts. And she's sitting on here, on her high horse, if you will, trying to make it seem as if, once again, she has proved herself to be correct. Now, I'm not the one to sit here and analyze somebody to be able to determine whether or not she is on drugs. I don't know. I know a lot of people speculate that, but I'm curious to know what type of drug test did you do? Was it a urine test? Because, I mean, let's be real. There are definitely ways around beating a urine test, falsifying a urine test to be more accurate. There are ways you can get over on that, especially if no one's in the restroom with her, watching her take a urine test. That is something else to be questioned. But I know that there are different ways you can go about, falsifying a urine test. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, she had also dyed her hair again prior to her taking the drug test. So, again, I don't know if it was strictly a urine test. Did she volunteer to do a hair sample, or not a hair sample, but a hair test? Did she volunteer to have the test done where they scrape under your nails? Like, there's so many things that I can speak to regarding her coming on here saying that her drug test was negative, that is very questionable. And the other thing that I want to say is, Olivia really believes that people are jealous of her, people are insecure, and I'm really trying to understand what exactly are people jealous of when it comes to you, Olivia. Because to be honest, even your looks are not giving the way that you think they are. Because when I look at this woman, and of course, she's going to make it seem like, oh, she's a hater, oh, she's jealous, oh, she's just insecure. There is nothing about your life, and there's nothing about your persona, your character, anything that has to do with you that would warrant anyone, including myself, especially myself, that would either be jealous of you, that would make me insecure in any way. I think that Olivia doesn't really understand what true beauty is, because true beauty is what you look like on the inside. True beauty is how much light is in the inside of you that radiates on the outside. That's why when you can look at people, they have like this inner glow. And I'm not talking about a facial cream or serum that you put on your face to make you look glowy. No, I'm talking about there is a spiritual light that radiates from the inside out. And you can see it on people, you can see it in their eyes. That's why, people say eyes are the window to the soul. It's true. You can look at a person's eyes and you can see the spirit behind them. And when I look at Olivia, I see void. I see emptiness. I see darkness. I see someone who is a lost soul at this point. Can she be found? Most definitely. There's a lot of lost souls walking around here where their eyes look dead. They look dead on the inside. And when I look at Olivia, if you really look at her eyes, you see it. There's no light behind it. And, people try to mask their outer beauty to hide what's really going on the inside of them. But if you truly have discernment, you can see beneath that. You can see behind the facial features and what the aesthetics look like on the outside. You can see beyond that. And it's just very it's a heavy type of um feeling that I feel when I look at this woman, because I see it very clearly. I see it very clearly with her. And you don't even have to have her open her mouth to be able to see the spirit behind her. Just looking at her eyes, you can see it. But the fact that the way she speaks and how she treats people, it just further proves what I'm saying. There is definitely no light behind her at all, and it's very sad. It's very sad because this woman chooses to be this way. She chooses to be this way.
That's what they do. They use people in the city, like the cops or who knows, the ambulance, the fire department, CPS, girl, they use these city resources that are meant to help people. They use them as a weapon against people on social media because they have no other way to mess with them. They're cowards in real life. So, yeah. Other than playing ding dong ditch, don't start with me. Other than playing ding dong ditch, they call and they make false reports.
Now, I'm pretty sure that people do weaponize CPS, and I know that Olivia herself is one of those people that have weaponized CPS on other mothers in this sector. But to say that people who are calling CPS on you are only doing it because they're cowards is very ignorant for you to say, because a lot of people that watch you and the life that you display, being a quote unquote mother to your two children and the other three when they do come over, um, to make it seem as if people are not seeing what we're seeing, and that the only reason why people are calling CPS on you is solely because they don't like you is very, very ridiculous. And it just further shows that you are a very manipulative person, Olivia, because people that are watching your life, they don't reside in the same state nor city as you. I'm sure that there are some people that watch you that are, close to you, but the majority of the people that watch you, they're all over. They're not in the state of Texas. They're not residing in your city. So, what else are they supposed to do? If they see that there is behavior that you're showing to the whole internet to watch and to digest and consume on a regular basis because this is what you choose to show, what exactly do you expect people to do? Because, like I said before, just because you think the way you parent is normal and it's correct does not make it so. Because the majority of women who are watching you, they have children and they do not mother their children the same way as you. And so, if people are seeing that something is incorrect in how you're mothering your children, they're going to do whatever it is they feel they need to do to help those children. And I don't know how CPS works in your state. I don't know what is all being said when CPS is being called on you. But I feel that whoever is doing the calling or who's doing the reporting, um, somebody is just not seeing what needs to be seen. Because what you display over there, it is not normal. It is not normal behavior. The way you treat your children, the way you quote unquote mother your children, the way you um, speak to your children, the way you supposed to take care and nurture your children, it's not it's not being seen. And I find it almost comical that you would come on here and make it a point to say that you rocked AJ to sleep. You held your son and he fell asleep in your arms while you was rocking him to sleep. I find it comical for the simple fact you felt the need to say that because so many people have come on your lives in your comments and questioned why it is that you don't do that to AJ. You do not hold him, you do not rock him to sleep, you do not comfort him. Even when he is at his worst, you yell at that boy and you treat him horrible. But yet you came on here, why? You thought you was going to score some brownie points? Because you're trying your hardest to prove to the world that we are the liars. When in all actuality, it's you.
Girl, where are you going? Here, sit up, girl. She's eating her cookie. People need to mind their business. You are just living your life and taking care of your babies 100%.
See, this right here is why Olivia does not need to be on social media. Because it's people like this who comment in her videos telling her lies. They're lying to this woman. And I feel very strongly that a lot of these people who continue to rally behind her after she shows what she shows, it's because they are the same. They do the exact same when it comes to their children. Or these are very young minded people who are watching her and they just love the fact that she talks bad about people. People actually love that about Olivia. But this is why Olivia does not need to be on social media because all this is doing is making the situation worse. You are making her believe that how she treats her children is normal. But for you to come on here, whoever that commenter was, to say people need to mind their business is beyond insane to me. So you're telling me that if you was to see somebody in real time, in your real city, in your real, life, showing this type of dysfunctional behavior to their children, you would just not say anything? You would just mind your business because it ain't you, it ain't your kids. The moment you see something is not right, when it comes to an innocent child being treated the way that is beyond abnormal, that is when it becomes your business. Like, let's just be very clear, okay? I don't know what type of twisted environment your supporters are coming from, But in a normal society, if people are seeing children being mistreated, then it becomes their business to do something to help those children. So, you trying to rally behind this commenter, Olivia, making it seem like what she spoke was 100% facts. Um, no, it is our business. You made it our business when you chose to cut that camera on and show your dysfunctional life and how you call yourself being a mother to your children. Yes, it is our business.
Are you going to show results or just tell you? I'm just going to tell you. Yeah, I don't have the results with me. I did speak to the CPS worker about 10 minutes ago. And yeah.
Just as I suspected. She's not showing no type of proof. She's not showing no type of receipts, no documentation. Just coming on here, running her mouth per usual. She just told you. I'm just going to come on here and tell you. I'm not showing you nothing. And I find it interesting too, Olivia, that you said you just got off the phone 10 minutes ago with the CPS worker, but you didn't record that conversation. Any other time, you would cut that camera on when the CPS worker is knocking on your door. You recorded other phone calls or another phone call from a CPS worker. You've cut your live on when you knew the CPS worker was coming over to question you and your children, but you failed to cut the camera on when you was on the phone with your CPS worker. I mean, I think that's very suspect because if you're really trying to prove a point that these people who are calling CPS on you are making up false reports, that they're just weaponizing CPS because we know you learned weaponizing as a way to express yourself on things. You're starting to really want to use that a lot. But according to you, if people are weaponizing CPS on you and they're giving false reports concerning how you are as a mother towards your children, don't you think this would have been the way to really just prove your point that you were innocent this whole time, that this whole time you were telling the truth? This would have further, like, just sealed the deal. If you really wanted to do your big one to prove the people wrong, why not just simply hit the record button? Why not simply go live like you do every day and show this conversation? You know why you didn't do that, Olivia? Because you're not telling the truth. I don't believe you're telling the truth. There's some things about this whole situation that just sound very faulty to me. But yet you want to come on here and make it seem like it's the people lying on you. It's the people doing this to you because they don't like you. And when you had all the opportunity in the world to shut all of this down, you chose not to. Go figure.
Suki's yawning over there. Um, you want to go outside? It's cold outside. You want to go outside? But I can't be on here too long. Calm, puppy, calm. Olivia's date's looking good. You can't sit here and tell me she's ugly. Oh, thank you, Bree. What's the temperature? Probably like 35. I don't even know. It's cold as hell. It's super cold out here. No, we haven't gotten snow yet. The snow is supposed to hit us on Thursday. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go get AJ boots. It's like some snow boots so he can play in the snow. Suki, stop it. God, you guys, you have to understand. Yesterday, I took her outside. I brought her in, and I let her roam. Oh my God, she had the time of her life. She was roaming for a couple hours, and then I went to put her in her cage, and she got mad at me. But she had to go back in her cage because her and AJ was asleep, and then AJ had woken up, and it was like, okay, girl. I let them play for a little while, and then I was like, you need to sit back in your cage, girl. I've been watching you hardcore for 4 months since I found your stream. You don't need to tell us. I know the result's negative. Love you. Oh, D baby. Thank you, baby. Your poor dog's always in a cage. Yes, Victoria, she is. She's always in a cage. She sure is.
It's the fact that Olivia felt the need to be sarcastic with this commenter when she was telling the truth. You do have Suki in a cage all the time. Every time we see your home when you go live, Suki is pretty much in a cage, which is why Suki is crying and whimpering the way that she is because she's cooped up in this cage. But once again, Olivia does not want anyone in her comments telling her anything that is true. She just wants people to lie to her, tell her she's beautiful, tell her she's a good mom. And if you do that, she won't attack you. But the moment you speak truth to her, oh, there's a problem.
Girl, live your life. Those beautiful babies. Don't let this cruel world get to you. Definitely not. But she did tell me that everything was negative. Negative, yes. I will share that with you guys because she is closing my case once again. Another closed case. Um, so what's next? You know what I mean? I always ask that question. What's next, guys? I had no problem getting drug tested, but like, what's next? Now what? You guys did your big one. Now what? Sucks to be y'all. Sucks to be the haters. Mm-hmm. I sure have. Yeah, for sure. Of course it was negative. But I'm just like wasting all those people's time. You even wasted the lab people's time. They had to go and test my urine. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's so crazy. And then people get online and they're like, you have 20 CPS cases open, trying to say that that makes me a bad mom, but you guys are falsely reporting me to CPS. How do you falsely report somebody and then at the same time call them a bad mom? Off of what you're falsely. Oh, you want another one? You have to say more. Let's say more. More.
Again, I don't know if Olivia does drugs or not, but I just find it very interesting that once again, she has not come on here and showed any type of proof, and she did not allow people to hear the conversation. Now, granted, she doesn't have to. But if you are trying your hardest to prove the internet wrong, if you are trying your hardest to prove that this whole time you've been telling the truth and you are a victim to these lies, this is what people do to shut people up. And you chose not to. And every time you come on here talking about you got receipts, your receipts are never receipting at all, not even close. And the same applies to this situation. You can come on here and say anything. You can say the CPS worker said this, that, and the other, and we would never know, Olivia. So again, you coming on here and you trying to gloat and act as if, you know, you were the victor in this situation is very just it's just very telling to me because what I'm really starting to see with you is it's really going to take God himself to deal with you. And it's not to say that he hasn't already been doing so. You're the type of person where you laugh in the face of things that are happening in your life because you are so bullheaded. You are so like just determined to not want to surrender to what is true in your life. Because anytime somebody or anything says something different than what your mind tells you, you fight very hard against it. Because it's hard for you to accept your truth and your reality. And just because you come on here time and time again, making it seem like you are not that person, your actions continue to show that you are. You don't know what accountability looks like. You don't know what owning up to your wrongs look like. You don't know when to say, you know what, I was wrong. You don't know how to do that. But what you do know how to do is continually justify in your mind every bad choice, every bad decision, every bad action and behavior that you show in your own personal life. And when you're on this camera, you find ways to pivot, manipulate, justify, and lie your way out of the situation because you don't know how to face your own truth. You don't know how to face your own self. which is why you have all these different personalities that you mimic after because you can't deal with your own self.
More. Ooh, fatty. Fatty, like, give me my cookies. Haters gonna get theirs one day. 100%. 100%, Savannah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm an older woman, but not too old. Just some advice from a person who has been where you are in more ways than more. You have this. Let God lead you. Thank you, Misha. I appreciate it. I received a false report on New Year's Day. That's crazy. That's crazy. People just have nothing to do, nothing to do. And I really think that people are just super unhappy, you know? I have a random drug test coming up too. Okay, well, if you have nothing to hide, go and take it. Oh, there's people outside. She's gonna start barking. I think the kids. Yeah, AJ's sleeping. They need to go back and get them. Yeah, for falsely reporting, 100%. Like I said, hopefully soon CPS can get a handle on that, because it is 2025 and it's unfortunate because this doesn't just happen to me, guys. This happens to a lot of social media people that I see. People weaponize CPS because they're mad, they're angry, they're miserable, they're sad, they're broken, they're hurt, they're broke. Who knows? There's millions of reasons why, but they do it because they just find somebody on social media and they target them to take out all their life frustrations. You know what I mean? So a bunch of losers, capital L losers, love it over here, and they'd love to try to harm me because they're unhappy with their life. But you know, what we all cannot stop is the inevitable and the fact that God is in control. And I'm not, like Nisha said, let God lead you 100%, and that's all that matters. I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm not doing. So even when people come in my chat and they're like, you're so mean to AJ, poor AJ. Girl, why are you shoving this whole cookie in your mouth, fatty girl? Don't do that. You have to eat it piece by piece, Kai Kai. She's shoving the whole cookie in her mouth. Like, I don't worry about that because you guys don't see every day, all day. You're not sitting here like my homegirl, like seeing the real, what goes on. Like, you know what I mean?
Actually, I don't know what you mean, Olivia, because what you're saying right here makes no sense. You're saying that because we're not in your home 24/7, that some kind of way we're not able to see what really goes on in your home. You do realize you are live pretty much every day. And the fact that you are on live almost every day for at least an hour is enough for us to observe and see what's going on. But it don't stop there. You're on live for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, all the way up to 9 hours at a time. And you think that's not enough for us to see a consistent pattern in how it is that you are when it comes to AJ and how it is when it comes to Kalani and when your children are over there, we definitely get long lives too. And we can see a consistent pattern. So you can have that type of conversation with your followers because they believe everything that comes out of your mouth. But when it comes to over here, we deal with context clues. We deal with being able to observe and analyze, and we can actually formulate a complete understanding over here. Because just because you say something doesn't make it so. You like to try to talk your way out of what you show on a regular basis, but actions speak louder than your words, Olivia. That applies to everybody in every situation. Your actions will always tell the truth, Olivia. Okay? So, yeah, that's not working over here. We very much have a lot to go off of to be able to see really what goes on in your house when you decide to not be on camera. Because if you can display the dysfunctional behaviors that you do show towards your children when you are on camera, I can only imagine what it looks like when you are not on camera.
or like somebody who lives with me, my man, or like, I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. And people are like so concerned for AJ. And it's like, if you're so concerned, why don't you go ahead and cash at me? Everybody who's so concerned, cash at me so I can put him in daycare full time. Yeah, you guys can pay for his daycare every single day, you know, Monday through Friday. All the people who are so concerned with AJ, save AJ. You guys are so concerned about him. Okay, well, cash at me. Of all you bitches, cash at me $5. Come up with, I think it's like 400 a week for daycare, full time. And yeah, y'all cash at me that.
Y'all, something is really wrong with this chick. Exactly what is Cash Apping you supposed to prove, Olivia? The fact that you are trying to monetize off of the fact that people are concerned about AJ is very gross and disgusting. Um, but first off, who would even trust that you would even apply that money to put AJ in daycare? Let's just start there. Who would even trust that? Because didn't your own supporters cash app you money to help you get a lawyer and you turned around and didn't get the lawyer, but you definitely spent their money? Secondly, what is cash apping you money to put him in daycare going to change? Because if people are truly and genuinely um, concerned about AJ, which they are very much valid to be so, because I'm one of them that's very concerned about AJ and Kalani. Um, Putting them in daycare full time is going to help what exactly? Because the only thing that that would resolve is AJ don't have to be underneath you for half the day. But yet he still has to come back home to your dysfunctional behavior and mistreatment towards him. So, exactly what is putting him in daycare going to solve? Exactly, Olivia. And I'm just going to, pivot back around to my first thought, which is why in the world would you take the fact that so many people are very much concerned about AJ and come up with this idea to have people cash app you money so you can put them in daycare? Olivia, you are a very disgusting human being. And the fact that you actually birthed this little boy and this is how you're moving, it's even more disgusting.
It's either, yeah, like three something, $400. And make it your business to really care about AJ. But you guys won't because you guys are broke and you guys don't really care. You're just using it to try to make me look like something that I'm not. Yeah, daycare is hella expensive, girl. It's really expensive. Super expensive. I was looking putting him in for half-time, part-time, and I think it came up to like almost 300 a week, Monday through Friday for part-time.
Olivia, you are so funny. Not you trying to call people broke because they're not going to jump on the bandwagon to cash app you money, the mother, to put AJ in daycare, but you can't even afford the money. So wouldn't that make you broke? Like, girl, can you please make it make sense?
Head Starts for, yeah, you told me ANA. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that definitely. I'm gonna see cheaper options. I just feel like when you go the cheaper route, especially with childcare, it's like you get what you pay for type of thing, and that's what I'm scared of. Do you guys have experience with that? Like, do you guys have experience with like going through like low income daycares and stuff like that, or like do you guys have positive experiences with that? Because that's what I'm scared of. Because believe it or not, even though I don't care about AJ and I can't stand him and I hate him so much, according to you guys, I don't want to leave him just like in the hands of anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Head Start is A1. Okay. Head Start was amazing for my baby. Okay. On you defaming you. No, it's not legal. It's not legal. I have to press charges. I just haven't yet. I have like so much going on, but here soon I'm gonna have a lot of time, a lot of more time, like for real, and I'm gonna make a lot of changes, but I'm not gonna speak on that.
Anytime Olivia says she's not going to speak on something, actually means she has nothing to speak on. It's just her throwing out empty words and just trying to continue a narrative that she's pushing, but has nothing solid to, stand on. So yeah, but the fact that she said that she's going to press charges, but she doesn't have the time, like Olivia, that makes no sense either. Because if you are really feeling threatened, and if you really feel as if people are doing illegal things towards you, especially when it involves your children, who sits on that? Who says, yeah, this is happening, it's not legal, but I am going to press charges, but I just got too much going on right now where I can't do it. Like, girl, what? If you are really threatened and you really feel as if people are coming at you, attacking you, weaponizing CPS on you, putting you in harm's way when it comes to your children, I mean, I would think that would take first priority. But the fact that it's not, again, it speaks volumes.
Just let people do what they do. Let them do everything that they do. If this live business is leading people to falsely report you to CPS, you should take responsibility and authority and cease making your personal life public. Put your children first. No. I will continue to do what I want to do. I'm not going to stop doing what I want to do because people want me to stop. Because that's what they want me to do. They want me to stop because I'm that girl. I'm the it that they will never be. I make them feel some type of way. They want me to stop doing what I'm doing, and I'm not going to stop because they're mad.
Olivia, see, this is what I'm talking about. Olivia thinks she's that girl because people are talking about her. Girl, I mean, I know some people look at, any publicity is good publicity, but I would rather be known for my good deeds versus my bad ones. And that is the only reason, Olivia, why you are quote unquote that girl, because you are that girl that is very dysfunctional, that is very manic, that is a poor excuse of a mother. You are a horrible mother. You display very nasty behavior on this internet. You have spoken filth on people. That is the only reason why you are considered that girl. Not because of your kindness, not because of your generosity, not because you are this loving, nurturing mother that people should aspire to be like, not because you are inspirational and encouraging. No, you're not known as that girl for those qualities. It's all because you are an enigma. You are a enigma. You are very strange. You are a very bizarre, intriguing type of individual because many people have not witnessed somebody like you. I know I'm one of them. And I also find it very fascinating that you would also say that you are the it girl. Do y'all remember that horror movie back in the day that was called It? It was that clown that was terrorizing and harming children, and they referred to that clown as It because they didn't know what it was, but they just knew that this was an evil type of character. Yeah, I find it very fascinating that you will refer to your own self as the it girl.
If everybody stopped what they're doing, like people wouldn't be as far as they are right now, based on because people are mad and trying to stop them. No, not at all. I'm gonna fix it and I'm gonna change the way CPS works. Understand that because it's not okay. Now, like I said, you want another one? Okay, one more and that's it. Um, like I said, if there was a reason to call CPS and there was actually a claim that was verified by somebody who came and checked on things, the CPS worker went as far as checking Kailani's diaper. And I don't really think, and like I said, I don't have any personal griefs with the CPS workers. Like, they're doing their job, and I totally understand that. And most of all the CPS workers that have come out to my house have been really nice. And I don't want to talk bad about them. And, it's not their fault. It's the way they do their job. Like, that's their protocol. Their protocol is the problem. You know what I mean? That's the problem I'm having. So, but yeah, like when she came, I don't think that's a CPS worker's job. I think that's the doctor's job to check Kailani's private area. She said she was checking for diaper rashes or whatever, like that deep into my situation I have going on here. And I let it happen because You guys want to prove something so bad. My baby doesn't even have a diaper rash. My baby doesn't have nothing. My house is very clean. There's food in the fridge. There's no marks on my kids. I'm not on drugs. Like, what the fuck else could you possibly say? What else could they say? That seems like a violation. It felt like a fucking violation. It felt very I didn't like it. But you know, I let it happen because they're doing their job, right? No, not a medical professional. No, she's a CPS worker because she wanted to check if Kailani had a diaper rash. Because I guess, I don't know. But I'm saying that's how like deep they're in my life. That's how deep they've checked everything in my life. So, like I said before, what the fuck else can you guys say?
Now, Olivia said that the CPS worker removed Kalani's diaper to see if the baby had a diaper rash. Now, to that extent, I don't feel that that was not appropriate for a CPS worker just to make sure that her children are not being neglected in that way. But I do know as far as because I kind of felt like Olivia was over exaggerating it a little bit, almost like she was checking her inner parts. Yes, of course, that would be something a doctor would do, Olivia. But I'm sure because you're trying to hype the situation up more than what it really was. She probably just wanted to make sure she didn't have like any type of rash that would indicate whether or not she was sitting in like diapers for too long. That could speak to neglect. I'm pretty sure that was as far as it went. But I do know that CPS workers will come and they will like examine the children to make sure there's no bruises on the bodies. They will probably lift the shirt, look at their legs, just to ensure that nothing is going on that would be considered foul play.
What else can you say possibly? You guys went as far, or I'm talking to the haters, you guys understand that. They went as far as to say, they told the CPS worker that my dog's in a cage all day. And I told the CPS worker, no, she's not. She goes outside half the day and she's in the cage the other half the day, unless she's out of her cage. She stopped me mid-sentence. She's like, I don't work for animal control. You don't have to explain anything to me. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what they're trying to tell you that for. Like, you guys are just people are just trying to get me in trouble any way they can. There's nothing to get me in trouble about. Bye. That's scary, Liv. They need to leave you alone. They will leave me alone very soon. Yeah, for sure. She knew. She knew that Kailani had just went to the pediatrician, you know? Kailani and AJ get their monthly checkups. They get their, you know, they get whenever they're supposed to go to the doctor, they get their checkups. So that's what the doctor does. The doctor checks their diapers, their diaper area. But whatever. Like I said, I let it happen just to say that I let it happen. You know what I mean? So when I do what I need to do to change the protocols as the content creator, I will do that. You know? Now, when, not if, when, because I already know you miserable bitches will keep calling. I'm not stupid. You guys have no life. When it happens again, first of all, what are you going to call on? And second of all, I have everything recorded. Everything's in the system. That's why I agreed to the drug test. That's why, I agreed to everything because I was like, okay, well, last time I told her no because I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm so sure. I'm not going to go out of my way and do all that because people online. But then when she came back, I was like, you know what? Let me just go do this. So I have it on file that I did it. You guys got a negative drug test. So the next time somebody falsely reports, you need to tell them to shove it. And that's what needs to be done. Or you're contributing to the harassment. Period, point blank. Yeah, they call CPS because they don't like me 100%. They hate me. You guys just hate me, huh? Not you guys, but you know what I mean. These haters just hate me, you guys. That's why they're called haters. That's what they're meant to do. They're meant to. But this, though, is out of line.
Like I said before, Olivia is having this happen to her because, number one, she has done it to other mothers. So, again, you reap what you sow. What you give is what you get back. Number two, this is happening to her for the simple fact of what she intentionally shows in her lives. She intentionally shows just poor behavior towards her children. And she does it continually because she knows it gets a rise out of people. And that's what she loves doing. Um, and we'll speak more into that a little later. But, you know, when it comes to her calling people haters, according to her, she called people haters because she says people hate her. Now, I can't speak for everybody. There may be some people that actually does hate her. I don't condone hate. I think hate is a very strong emotion that we should not delve into. I don't hate Olivia. I very much dislike her. But I don't hate her. Um, but I think it's very interesting that she assumes that the people that are calling CPS on her are people that hate her. I think a lot of people are tired of seeing the dysfunction that you show when it comes to how you are with your children. I think people are tired of seeing the abnormalities of what you showcase as what it looks like to be a mother. Because it's nothing about what you're doing and what you show that's normal. So I think people are tired of seeing that. And people are tired of seeing how you come on here and you're just very vile towards people. People are tired of seeing that too. But just keeping it solely on why people are calling CPS, I think people have valid points. Now, I'm like I said, I'm not going to say that there aren't some situations where people are doing this because they don't like you. That could very well be true. But if we're looking at it from a general perspective where people are pretty much being triggered by the way you, again, showcase your mothering on this internet, um, it very much calls for someone to intervene because, again, the way you are a mother to your children, it's nothing normal about it.
Messing with people's kids. Let me see. You have the whole cookie in your mouth. Give it to mama. You better chew it up, Kailani. Chew it up good. AJ's so cute. Yeah, he is. He's adorable. The people making these claims need to be charged with making false. Yeah, it's a felony. It's a felony offense to make false claims. And I told the lady when she told me that, I was like, okay, so why are you not charging these people? Because she's like, well, it's hard because they anonymously report. Then how do you say that it's a felony then? Like what? Most CPS workers don't even have an associate's degree. Look, you better have had passed the drug test, lady. Yeah, of course I did. With flying colors. What about it?
So let me just speak on this, what, she just said, because I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page here. So yes, depending on the jurisdiction, um, when it comes to making a CPS report or a false CPS report, it can be considered a felony. It says that in many states it is considered a misdemeanor, especially for a first offense. But it does say if you are making a false CPS report, it can often be classified as a felony of the third degree. Now, the key factor in whether or not a person can be um, considered a felon for doing this depends upon the intent. So, if a person making the report knew it was false and made it a malicious intent, that's when it's a felony. But if a person is genuinely concerned and they're seeing what they're seeing and they believe that CPS needs to intervene, that's a completely different situation because that person's intent is not to harm Olivia or her children. It's to get help because they see something that warrants CPS to intervene. So again, Olivia likes to come on here and just likes to throw out certain things. This girl um, believes she's a whole lawyer because she had to defend herself. But we saw the outcome of that when she was representing herself in the courtroom when it came to the custody of her children. So yeah, Olivia likes to throw out legal type of conversations because she wants herself to either feel as if she's in the position to speak on it, or it's her way of trying to threaten somebody. But again, it's all in the intent. So, yes, if a person is intentionally making a false report and they know it to be false, that is considered a felon. Yes, it's a felony. But if a person has good reasons and they have proof in the sense of why they felt concerned as to why they reached out, that's a whole different situation.
The hell? I don't care about taking a drug test. I don't do drugs like most of you bitches. Like I said before, the people who called on me probably smoke weed every single day of their life. Seems like a pothead thing to do. So I'm not giving you no more cookies, fatty. No more cookies. No more cookie, fatty. No more cookies, okay? No more cookies. No more. I gotta take her back to the doctor. Anonymously reporting should only be allowed if the person is willing to come forward. If exactly, I agree with you. But you can check with CPS. But you can check with CPS with the diaper check if they have the right. Keep it that way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. 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 What do you want? What do you want? You want your baba? You probably want your baba, huh? Come on, fatty. Come on, fatty. Kaka's my twin. Are you my twin? Ugh, I talked to my daddy today, guys. I talked to my daddy today. Oh my gosh. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna make her baba. Y'all hear her breathing? My baby. Yeah, I have a humidifier in the room, y'all. Yeah, milk can make it worse, but she likes her babas, y'all. And I dilute the bottle.
I mean, it would be nice for a change to actually say that Kalani saw her father, not via FaceTime. This little girl is a year old and she still hasn't met her daddy in person, not had him hold her, not hear his voice up close and personal, not be able to um, just have that one on one time with him. I think that's sad. But you think it's a flex to say that Kalani spoke with her dad today over the phone once again. Um, she said that she has a humidifier. I don't know how often she's running that humidifier. And she did make mention to say that she is still giving Kalani milk. She's aware that it doesn't help the situation, but according to her, she says she dilutes the milk. So, yeah.
Oh, 2025. These last 4 years of my life have been the hardest years of my life, and I've gotten through. And she also said in that video I watched, like, she went through so much to be her mom. She went through so much darkness. She even became the darkness. And I feel like a lot of what I've gone through have made me who I am today. And yes, I am. I can be a bitch. I can be mean. I can be. Alexa, stop. I have to be whatever I have to be strong for my kids, if that makes sense. And as you guys see on social media, that's the only thing that people play with me about are my kids. It's the running joke to these people when that's the thing you don't play with when it comes to a person is their kids. And that's why I've become who I am today, and I don't give a fuck. I give no fucks. If you play with me, I play with you back. If you hurt me, I hurt you back. The only thing is God has made me so resilient to the point where what you say and what you do not hurt me, but what I say and do to you, it does hurt you because you are weaker and you are not as strong as me. You were not built for this. So you really have to understand who you go up against when you try to go up against them. They might have gone through more, and they're probably a lot stronger than you. So when they say like pick on somebody your own size, pick on somebody who you can actually go toe to toe with, because most females, most people, period, could never go toe to toe with me because they have not been through what I've been through. So People really need to think about that when they come for me, because I'm not the one. Literally, I'm not the one. You're gonna come trying to fuck with me, and you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna get in your feelings. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be doing dummy missions, coming to my door. You're gonna be up all night talking about me. You're gonna be, you know what I mean? You're gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be touched. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wow. I mean, I find it extremely fascinating how this woman really convinces or tries to convince herself that she does not mess with other people's children. Because this is what she keeps saying. And this is so classic when it comes to how someone who really is disconnected in their mental, they have to repeatedly tell themselves something so that they can believe it because they themselves know it's not true, but they're trying to convince the other person that it is true. And in Olivia's case, the fact that she keeps repeating the fact that she doesn't mess with other people's children is very bizarre because we all have clearly seen her do that. I mean, she has made fun of what children look like. She has spoke about their disability. She has called them very harsh words that I don't like to repeat because it's very degrading to speak on a child that way. But this woman has done it and has not had a problem doing it. She has laughed about it. She thought it was funny that she even said it. She has made false allegations against children. She has done the utmost heinous things when it comes to other people's children, and yet she comes on here and tries to convince herself and her followers that she has not spoken on other people's children when we have seen her do it repeatedly. And the fact that she's also trying to convince people that she hasn't been touched, but yet karma keeps knocking at your door every single time you speak ill will on somebody, every single time you mess with someone unprovoked, you are very much being touched. But again, you are trying to convince yourself otherwise that it's not happening. And for you to make it seem as if you are this strong person and that it's because God is with you, baby girl, the God of this world is with you. It's Satan himself that's giving you the ability to continue to stand and fight these people the way that you are because God a lot of times will not have you do the rebuttals that you do. A lot of times God will have you remain silent because anybody that is truly a child of God knows that he tells us to not repay evil for evil. God will tell you to turn the other cheek. God will tell you to extend love to those who harm you, who mistreat you, who persecute you. But see, you don't know that because you're not truly a child of God. Again, your actions speak to the spirit that you're being led by. And because you are the way you are, and you speak the way you speak, and you treat people the way you treat them, speaks to who your master is. Because everybody has a master. It just depends on who your master is, whether it's God, the creator, or Satan. So, and just to give you spiritual context or a biblical context, the scripture says that no servant is greater than its master. So that's scripture that we all have a master. It's again, who is your master? The spirit don't lie, Olivia. And you think that you are so resilient? No, you're very much rebellious. That's what that is. You're very rebellious. You don't know how to respect authority. And because you are a very lawless person, you wouldn't even know how to surrender to the Creator God because you are so rebellious. And guess who else is rebellious? Satan himself. That was the whole reason behind why he was even kicked out of heaven and lost his position to begin with, because he was rebellious. He had a lot of pride about himself. He wanted to be God, he wanted to be worshiped as God. You see the comparison here? But again, just because you like to hear yourself talk don't mean that the words that are coming out of your mouth is true. Anybody who has discernment and has a spiritual compass to be able to see what it really is will know. And we do see it for what it is.
This is what the mommy sector is supposed to be about, learning from one another and supporting and uplifting 100%. But it's not that. It's dark and it's nasty and it's disturbing and it's about jealousy and tit for tat and trying to hurt the next person because you're so hurt on the inside. That's really what this fucking sector is about. It's disgusting. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. All you can do is be who you are, continue to be who you are, and people are going to be who they are. Let them do what they do. Understand that God takes care of everybody in time. You know what I mean? People might think they're getting away with what they're getting away with, but they never do. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, I very much do know what you mean right here. And what you said was true. But the thing is, you don't see that you're speaking about yourself, Olivia. See, I think it's very interesting that you want to come on here and speak about how dark this sector has become when this is the same words that I have spoken out of my mouth multiple times over here on my channel. This is what I have been saying. And everything that you said after that is true because this is exactly what you have distributed into this sector. You have been in competition with people. You have been jealous of people. You have brought a darkness into this sector. And I'm not saying you're the only one, but you definitely played a part in bringing the darkness into this sector. There's a lot wrong that I see that goes on in this sector that has changed it from what it used to be. It used to be a good place to watch and see, but it's not that, and it hasn't been that for a very long time. And you played a huge part in it being the way that it is, Olivia. You.
So, yeah. But, yeah, I just wanted to come in here and say that because I'm not. That's it. It's 2025. You guys, I swear now my phone goes off for everything. Now that I have this backdoor camera and this new other camera, I got cameras on all my doors. Oh shit, now my phone is always going off. 100%. But like I said, it's 2025. If you guys support the nonsense and the BS and that's what you guys do, that's fine. But I will not be a part of it anymore. I'm not going to ever go back and forth with somebody who is not on my level. I'm never going to spend time on shit that does not matter. When I need to address something, I will come and address it broadly because this is what's being done to me is being done by multiple people. Everything else that I need to do behind the scenes, I will do. Like for individuals, I will do individually. You don't think so? Good. Don't think so. But like I said, coming soon here, you guys, I'm going to have a lot more free time and I'm going to have a lot more love and support around me. And I'm excited about that. Like I said, 2025 is a good year. It's going to be a good year for me, hopefully for you guys as well. But you have to stay on the pivot. You have to stay on your direction. You have to stay focused on what you're supposed to be focused on. If you get distracted with bullshit over here and bullshit over there, whatever the case may be in your own life, understand that that's what the devil is designed to do, to distract you from what your main focus is. And this year, I'm focusing on getting back in court, getting more time with my kids, because I'm such a deadbeat. But I really just want to solidify more time with them, and I will do that on my own, whether I have a lawyer or not. I will do everything I need to do to make sure that I'm more a part of all of my kids' life. And that's what's most important to me. So you guys, I hope you guys have a lot of goals this year. Stick to your goals. We will be doing streams. You guys already know. I don't know about the vlogs. I don't know about the videos for me. I don't know. We'll just be streaming here and there. But I love you guys, and let this right here be a lesson to anybody who's going through things. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get you down. In the past week or so, you guys have seen me come under so many attacks. People coming to my home, people harassing me on the internet, people, all types of stuff, calling CPS on me. You guys have seen it literally with your own eyes. And I hope that it has encouraged you to stay strong on your guys' journey, because life gets like that sometimes. And I think it's when you are truly elevating, like in life, in the physical realm, but also spiritually, when you're being enlightened, when you're moving up, a lot of shit comes at you. So that's when you have to stay your strongest. Okay?
I swear this girl is a whole walking contradiction, and it just really bothers me for the simple fact that she loves to try to incorporate the spiritual insights into things when she has no spiritual insight whatsoever. I find it very interesting as well that she wants to speak on um, the things that she's going through and trying to make it seem as if it's all because she's elevating some kind of way. When in all reality, you're going through what you're going through because of your own actions, because of your own um, reasonings to why you do the things you do. And as a result, you're getting back what you're putting out. Um, Everything that you have done, it has not been simply because you are just defending yourself or you're responding to the negativity that is being done to you first. No, you are very much starting a lot of the mess that you're doing, and you're getting back what you're putting out, and you're trying to package it with a little pretty bow and make it seem as if, y'all, I am going through this fight and I'm being resilient and I'm strong because God made me this way and He gave me this fight to fight. Girl, please stop it. Please stop trying to put this on God. Because, girl, God ain't got nothing to do with why you're going through what you're going through. You are the reason why you're going through the hell that you're going through. And you will continue to go through it until you change, Olivia. You. Not you pointing the finger at everybody else, but you changing yourself. And the fact that you keep trying to insert God into the situation also speaks to how manipulative you are. And you think that ain't gonna come back and touch you, girl. Because you may think you can play with other people. You may even think it's safe to play with other people's kids. But please know you are not safe in any way, nor do you have the right to play with God. Because I best believe you. You think you are so untouchable, keep playing with God and find out. And the fact that she wants to speak about distractions is even more comical because you are a whole distraction in other people's lives. It's not even funny. You want to talk about how you shouldn't be distracted and how the devil will come and distract you. Girl, you speaking about yourself and how you have willingly allowed the devil to use you to be a distraction in other people's lives. Like, girl, this is what I've been saying about you. But again, you can only see what is being done to you, but you can't see what you do to other people. Therefore, in your mind, you convince yourself that what you're getting back is not karma, but it's actually you're going through this fight because people are picking at you. People are bothering you, but you're not bothering nobody. You don't mess with nobody. You don't mess with other people's kids. It's the delusion for me. Like, it's the psychotic behavior for me. Like, this is screaming something is wrong with your mental, girl. There is no way in the world that you can sit here and do as much as you do and wake up the next day forgetting that you did it. Like, what? Yeah, you are very delusional. You are mental. And you are just a very evil person. Very manipulative. Very disconnected. That's a huge problem, Olivia. And you are in no position to be trying to tell nobody about God and how all this works when it comes to life because you are not getting it at all. And so I guess she is also insinuating that, again, something is about to change this year to where she's going to be around people that love her. So I don't know if she's speaking about moving again or her mother's going to come back and stay with her. Who knows at this point? But I do find it also funny, Olivia, that according to you, which a lot of us didn't believe you to begin with because we know you live for social media, because social media is your life, but you made it seem like you were done with social media. Remember? You were done with this sector. Remember? You were so above and so, better than this sector, you didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So why are you still here in 2025?
So, yeah. I love you guys. And like I said, stay strong. And don't let anybody get you down because that's what they want to do. They're below you, they're under you, so they want to bring you down with them. Misery loves company. Don't do it. Don't allow them.
Projection at its finest. Everything Olivia just spoke right here, she's really speaking about herself. Please believe me. But I want to get into another piece of conversation very quickly. And I want to read to you all what I wrote on my community wall 6 days ago because I know a lot of y'all are not subscribed to see my community posts. But I was responding to a post that Olivia made where she was basically speaking about this quote unquote production company she was starting in 2025, and you know how she was going to be um, allowing other content creators to gain more exposure so that they can be a part of something big that she has going on this year. And I made a post in regards to this, and this is what I wrote. I said, have y'all seen this? Didn't she say she was leaving YouTube in January? Is this the entertainment slash management company Olivia said she was going to start? Is this girl for real? I believe this woman has capitalized on this internet for far too long by telling lies, trying to ruin other people's lives, mistreating and making fun of other people's children, and creating a vile atmosphere on this platform that breaks every guideline that YouTube upholds. She has grossly capitalized on this internet by showing her neglect and mistreatment towards her children as well. She has preyed upon the emotions of normal, sane women by subjecting them to extreme neglect, shock value, and mistreatment that she shows towards her children almost daily through her videos. She has intentionally used triggering words and has intentionally displayed triggering behaviors. She knows this is what people want to see. Olivia believes she's a star and that she's untouchable. How do you deal with a person like this? You stop watching. You stop giving her the attention she desperately seeks after. If no one's watching, Olivia will just be an afterthought. It's the people watching that has helped to fuel her fire. Olivia is not mentally stable, and we see how she neglects and mistreats her children. The attention that she's receiving is making the situation worse. If we really want to see her children get the help they deserve, and if we're really tired of seeing this woman continually bring disorder, chaos, and degenerate behavior to this sector, then we must agree that social media is not the place for her anymore. The question is, can you stop watching? Or are you too invested? Because if you're too invested, she remains. Now, one may say, well, OneLove, you're doing reaction videos on her. That is true. But I feel my intention in doing what I do is more so to bring awareness to the type of person this woman is. I am trying to make it to where people can truly see who this woman is and why she does not need to be on social media. This is why I speak on her. But in all honesty, I would like to speak on other people. I would like to actually cover other topics when it comes to what I do over here. But to be honest with y'all, I see that the majority of the people who have subscribed to this channel want to see her story unfold. And that's fine. But I also would like to segue into other things. But even though I have put out community posts and I have asked people to share what other things they would like for me to react to or do commentary on, a lot of people don't participate. And I know partly it's because a lot of people don't get the notifications to see what, I'm putting on the community wall. Some people just may not want to participate in it. But I am really hoping that you guys will take the time in the comment section below and let me know what else would you like to see besides Olivia, because I really do not want my channel to be solely about reacting to her. But if I'm going to do other videos, I would really appreciate it if you guys could support those videos as well. That would help a lot for me to know that y'all are enjoying those contents as well, instead of just what I bring when it comes to Olivia, because honestly, I can't stomach her. that much. Um, Spiritually, I am a very sensitive person. I pick up on things very easily, and her spirit is very it's just not something that I can consume on a regular basis. And I know many of y'all have expressed y'all's feelings on the fact that y'all do like my content, but it's just hard for y'all to watch her. Trust and believe, I completely understand and sympathize with what it is y'all are expressing to me because I myself have a hard time as well. So I'm hoping that you guys will let me know in the comment section below what else would you like to see, and that will help me know how to further move. But I am going to just start putting other stuff on here. I know I said it in, towards the end of last year, but I really mean it. I want to put other content on here, and I'm just really hoping that you guys will support those videos as well. Also, I do want to let you guys know I have not forgotten about the giveaway. We did hit 2K subscribers. I greatly appreciate all of y'all for supporting the channel. I hope and pray that y'all will continue to do so. I'm still trying to think of what I want to do in this giveaway, so please bear with me. But I do know for sure the giveaway will be sometime next month. But I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do as a giveaway. I know this giveaway is going to be multiple people, so I'm not just doing one winner. It's going to be multiple winners. I'm still trying to decide how many winners I want it to be and exactly what I want to do as a winning for the person who does win. So please bear with me. I'm still trying to figure that part out, but I will definitely update y'all on that soon. But with that being said, you guys, I know this is a long one. I appreciate all of y'all. I really hope and pray that you guys stay safe, stay warm. I know a lot of us are supposed to get snow. Please be careful out here. And I will see you guys in the next video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.